Before I continue to explain this new view and approach to healing psoriasis, I would like to review some known facts about the disease, for my listeners to acquire a more thorough understanding of what we are dealing with and the obstacles that we must overcome. What is psoriasis? Although the name of the disease is derived from the Greek psora, meaning the itch, itching does not necessarily accompany psoriasis. When it does, it can be devastating, but in general, I have found that about half of the patients I've cared for were not particularly bothered by an itch. Eczema, however, another common skin disease, is usually accompanied by an itch. In a later chapter, we will discuss the close link between eczema and psoriasis, which is not ordinarily recognized. It may please the listener to know that once my patients were on the right course, the itch, whether from psoriasis, eczema, or a combination of both, was the first symptom to disappear. This is the first sign that the process is working. It means that there is less surface activity. It then becomes a matter of time and persistence before the scaling stops and the lesions eventually and gradually fade away. Your skin. The skin is a vital living organ, always moving, changing, teeming with life, and constantly renewing itself. The functions of the skin are numerous, spectacular, and miraculous. Without our being conscious of it, our skin protects us from harmful outside influences, prevents our losing vital internal elements, holds our body together, warns us of potentially harmful internal as well as external temperature changes, plays a major role in our immune system, and performs countless other functions. It also relays pleasurable sensations, beautifies our appearance when cared for, and in general, equips us with the necessary protective barrier that enables us to live in this world. That the skin constantly renews itself is an important factor to grasp, for here is where psoriasis enters the picture. Normally, the skin regenerates itself about once a month, or approximately every 28 days. In psoriasis, this process is speeded up. The skin attempts to renew itself every 3 or 4 days. One does not have to be a genius to realize that with such a deviation from the norm, something certainly is amiss. Look at your skin as having two basic layers. The deeper layer, called the derma or dermis, carries all the blood vessels, nerves, glands, and so forth, and is where new skin cells are formed. The surface layer is called the epidermis, and is the harder, less delicate, protective component, covering the sensitive structures of the dermis. Once the dermis forms new skin cells, they begin to migrate outward through various layers to form the cells of the epidermis. It takes about 2 weeks for these cells to move from the dermis to the epidermal layer. It then takes approximately 2 more weeks for the cells of the epidermis to die and gradually slough off. In the meantime, new cells have already replaced the old ones. When a person is healthy, this process continues from birth to death, a marvel of biomechanical engineering. When psoriasis is present, everything goes awry. The dermis tries to produce the new cells at an alarming rate. The surface area becomes red, inflamed, extremely sensitive, visibly raised, and scaly. The specific area involved can rise to 3 times its thickness above the surface of the epidermis. This is known as acanthosis. A comparative view. Upward enlargement of dermal papillae permits up to a 3-fold increase of the dermo-epidermal area, which together with the 3-layer germinative cell layer accounts for a 9-fold increase in germinative cell population. It is primarily this increase that reduces the turnover time of the epidermis from a normal 28 days